That's right, boys and girls, and everybody else out there. What do they say? History never repeats. Well, I'm going to debunk that theory right now, right this minute, because I am going back into the Gilded Age hobby box to learn, hopefully, some more interesting facts re the US and other world. But before I actually go into the packs, last video I said I'll read that at my own leisure, and I wish I hadn't have, because on the back, the odds. So it's giving you what you can find in the box. If we go have a look at the hobby box, there's the exclusive pack and stuff like that, and the odds are sort of shipwreck cards, 1 in 480, cut signatures, 1 in 325, historic DNA, blah blah blah, all about 1 in 500 odd packs or more. Well, not quite, but and I thought, that's good. But what was even more interesting was inside the booklet, it gives you a list of the actual cut autographs you can get and how many are available. And I was sort of going through this list, and there was so many names and interesting people, and about 95% of them I don't know who they are, and I guess all fellow American historians will know, but I found this interesting. A couple of cards I wouldn't mind seeing pop up is there's a Charles Dickens cut autograph. There's one available, and there's a Thomas Edison cut autograph, one available. And we go further into the checklist, way up this side, there's 2 cut autographs by Queen Victoria. And just a little bit down from that somewhere, I'm sure I saw another one that I would really like to maybe pick up. And now I can't find it, but Queen Victoria, no, I'm sure it's there somewhere, but there you go. So you can get some interesting cut autographs, which I wouldn't mind trying to pull. But as the odds state, they're 1 in 300 packs, and there's a list of about 100 or 200 people. So to get the one you want, let's just say the odds are astronomical. But let's go into it. This is video number 2, so I pick out 5 more packs and we have a bit of fun and learn some more about history. In the background I've got the box, Gilded Hobby Age, and the special pack, which I won't open until last video, so you're gonna have to wait for that. But let's get into this quickly and let's see what interesting little bits and pieces we'll learn today. Okay. Jim O'Rourke. He looks like a baseball, or he looks like a catcher to me, but there we go, Jim O'Rourke. Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, 1850 to 1919. The Stellar $4 coin. That's an interesting one. A $4 coin in 1879. Some more artworks here of Yellowstone National Park. Or is that painting? I'm not sure. Monopolies. Looks a bit weird, whatever that's about. There's Thomas Edison again, I believe. The good old Washington Monument. Emma Lazarus, back from the dead. Oh, probably not, but who was Emma Lazarus? Somebody might be able to tell me, but I will read. Now, that is a misprint and a half. I like that. Emma Lazarus, 1849 to 1847. So she went minus 2 years in life, but she was a Jewish poet. I was going to say, good on you, Panini, but it's not Panini, but somebody's made a stuff up there. Stepping Switch. And this James, the Whistler. James Whistler. And I think we got this card last box. Lion Decker. Okay, next pack. Okay. What have we got here? Back in the age, there was wealth disparity, and if you ask me, things have not changed at all. It just gets pushed and looked at in a different way. Okay, here we got Frank Lloyd Wright, and he's yes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So we all know about him. Good on you, Mr. Sherlock. Nickelodeon. Not the TV channel, but the actual Nickelodeon machine. Oh, Lydia Moss Bradley. I wonder who she is, because with a surname like that, a businesswoman and philanthropist, 1816 to 1908. She was one of the first American women to draft a prenuptial agreement when she married Tobias Bradley. Okay, so if Bradley, I wonder if Moss was a name before she got married, because she could be an old rel of mine, and then again, maybe not. Okay, John Singer Sargent must have been a painter or something, or photographer. Portrait painter. George Westinghouse, and I'd say that would be washing machines. Oh, brakes, actually. And to deal with electricity, I always put the name Westinghouse with fridges and washing machines. There's the Nutcracker. Mark Twain, famous author. And the Tour de France, so that's self-explanatory. So what year was this one taken in? (1903) this was taken. Maurice Garin was the winner. Okay, next pack. The vaudeville scene. The cash register. Jules Verne. And that's in French, the title. French author. around the world in 80 days in 1872. Of course, 80 joules, 80 days, tour the world. There you go, I learnt some French. The Wounded Knee Massacre. Alfred Nobel. Is he the creator of the Nobel Prize? More than likely. The inventor of dynamite and founded the Nobel Prize. Now, wouldn't that be just right? To invent something like dynamite to become one of the most famous people in the world. Edward Bellamy. Who was Edward Bellamy? A writer and a journalist, and of course, writer and journalists go hand in hand with being political activists. What's this one? Charles Fritz, talking about the division of the cell. Mary Ann Nichols. Geez, this looks interesting. There's a whole lot of stuff on there. Oh, okay. Mary Ann Nichols was the very first victim of Jack the Ripper. Had to have a bit of violence, didn't we? The 400. Some interesting stuff here. What's the 400 about? The pinnacle of the New York Society in 1892 as defined by its self-appointed queen, Mrs. Astor. Okay. And the Baltimore Asheville. George Vanderbilt's Mountain Escape. That says little. Well, I wonder what his big escape was like. But there you go, George Vanderbilt. Okay, 2 more packs. Haven't seen a sort of parallel card or anything yet, but who knows? Free silver. What the heck is that about? Somebody in the gallows or something? A major policy. After the Fourth Coinage Act in 1873, demonetised silver until 1963 when the US Treasury could no longer regulate silver. The Great Blizzard of 1888. Octavius Cato. Cato? Who was Octavius Cato? Octavius Valentin Cato, 3979, was a black professor, speaker, and civil rights activist in Philadelphia. Okay. Lizzie Borden. Acquitted of the axe murders. The Fisk University Jubilee Singers. Pullman Porters. That would be a bus or train or something. Velocipede. A human-powered land vehicle with wheels. The Gilded Age. A Tale of Something Day. The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today. Was a novel written by Mark Twain and Charles Dudley. And they probably got the title for this set from that particular book. There you go. Coxey's Army. A peaceful march of hundreds of unemployed workers led by Jacob Cox to protest unemployment. And we got a sort of parallel here of the Studebaker. a 1 and 149. The Studebaker Brothers Manufacturing Company. Okay, we're into our final pack for today. And we've got a bit more. Catherine Lee Bates, American author and professor. Best known for writing the words to the anthem, America the Beautiful. There you go. Some of, I forget who, Gagan or something like that, or Collis Huntington, one of the wealthiest and most hated men in the United States. I'd like to be that. Lord Stanley, and I think we all know what that is in the background. Hockey fans. Commercial electricity. The Copper Kings. Our friends, Dr. Pepper. The SS Atlantic. Cripple Creek miners' strike. And talking about the Pure Food and Drug Act. 1906 is a reform that a lot of people in the States these days absolutely hate, because so much of their stuff is got to be checked, and a lot of the stuff doesn't get to be produced because it's got something or other, or this or that or the other. And there's a lot of people who believe that this act was used to sort of limit and control what is produced and what food is produced and stuff to the masses. So, but there it is, the Pure Food and Drug Act, beginning in 1906. Well, there you have it. Another short listen in history. We'll go back and we'll put probably my best card for this little break up the front. The Studebaker. There we go. Our little trip back through history. And we'll have a few more trips going back in days or weeks to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope that maybe you learned something as much as I did. This is Aussie Dunk saying cheers, everybody.